upset that young Todd is not on the field for our surfer?
Well, he knew he wasn't playing well, and that seemed apparent to everyone. Schrader trying to rally the Raiders, and Dickerson fought for a loss in the backfield, but able to break free from rookie Tommy Jeter, third-round pick from Texas, and picks up some yardage. Jay Schrader, and he knows if anyone could identify with Cunningham and what he went through this week, it's Schrader. He's been through that at Washington and now with the Raiders.
And we had the game after he was benched out in Los Angeles, and he said, hey, what can I do? I had my best game as a Los Angeles Raider. They put me on the bench. I mean, what more can I do? We lost. The quarterback has got to help this team win.
2nd and 8. Schrader slips, but then able to slip a tackle, and goes out of bounds on the scramble inside the 30. It'll be short of the first down. Gain of 6. William Thomas running him out.
Schrader is a guy who, when he was acquired from the Washington Redskins, this kid has a great winning percentage as a starter and as a quarterback in the NFL. When the Los Angeles Raiders acquired him, they thought he's the guy. But this guy has not played a whole bunch of football in his life. I mean, he's a former baseball player.
Yeah, 4 years out of UCLA. Absolutely. He was in the Toronto Blue Jay organization. He thought he might be celebrating a World Series. He was a teammate of Jimmy Key and Pat Ford and some of those Blue Jays. 3rd and 3, and big hole for Marcus Allen. And the all-time Raider rusher Marcus Allen has a first down inside the Eagle 10. 20 yards on the play.
How can you keep this guy out of the lineup? There is not as much blocking available as should result in 20 yards, but he can still make the moves. I asked him before the game, I said, what are they doing to you? And he said, they're torturing me. And I said, what does it tell you? And he says, it tells me that I won't be here next year, but I know I can still play.
Well, he was hoping that he'd be traded earlier this year. The Raiders said no one really wanted to pick up his big contract, but Marcus told me that he heard otherwise, that there were some teams that wanted him, but Raiders elected to keep him. To the 5-yard line goes Steve Smith. So what an interesting turn here. Schrader comes in for Marinovich, the veteran quarterback for the younger quarterback, and then Marcus Allen, a man basically in his feelings has been benched because he's not going to be used except in special situations, but then he contributes every time he's allowed the opportunity. So look,
when you mention special situations, I mean, you got to recognize his talent. He has 20-yard runs, 15-yard catches, touchdowns from 5 or 6 yards, great blocks. Get him in the game.
He's on the sidelines on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Andrew Glover. No, it was out of bounds. He caught it, but didn't have both feet in.
Good coverage by Philadelphia. Initial receiver, the primary one, was Steve Smith. And as Schrader rolls to tight end, Glover does an excellent job. 1 foot down.
Didn't drag the feet.
Got to drag the feet. Former basketball player. Part of learning the game is where that sideline exists without looking at it. But he did the good thing is that when the quarterback runs right, you run right with him so he can hit you on the move.
But that one little scramble by Schrader told the big difference between the veteran and Marinovich, the youngster. Because Schrader had a couple of chances to throw into coverage and didn't. Timeout going to be called by Los Angeles. So with 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line, we take a break. 10-0 Eagles. 5 minutes to go in the half. Hall of Famer Art Shell, so many times in goal-to-go situations, it was his block along with Upshaw on the left side that led to a Raiders score. Marcus Allen is the lone running back. He has 97 career touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Schrader. Incomplete to Alexander Wright. Tough chance. Schrader under some pressure as Clyde Simmons was breezing through. So the field goal unit comes on.
Tom Walsh, the Raiders offensive coordinator, told us last night, first thing you have to do when you play a team like the Philadelphia Eagles is think protection. And that time Marcus Allen was in there for protection. There's Tom Walsh standing up with a headset on. Mike White down in front of him. He's the quarterback coach.
23-yard attempt by Jeff Jaeger, who had a tremendous year last year. Missed only 5 of 34, but this year 10 of 18, make it 11 of 19, and the Raiders have scored. So the insertion of Schrader into the lineup brings immediate results. Not what Art Shell had hoped for, the full 7, but the Raiders back in the game with 4:56 to go in the half.
And that's a veteran. Schrader goes right to the kid, Todd Marinovich. Said, hey, you know, we got better field position. Thanks for your support. Marcus Allen with a 20-yard run. Nice completion to Tim Brown. And a little life in the Los Angeles Raiders offense here. But the same pattern is emerging for the Philadelphia Eagles. Defense on the field a lot. Missed opportunities by the offense. And with all of the great field position by Philadelphia, they only lead by 3.
Let me ask you. Now, I'm going to make you the Eagles head coach for about 2 seconds, and that'll please Philadelphia fans. Would you have benched Cunningham?
Yes, I would have. This was not just last week's performance. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, his numbers had gone down. It was very obvious. And one of the biggest secrets on a football team is who's doing well and who's not. The secret is out amongst his teammates. They were willing to tell us publicly that Randall Cunningham was not as dedicated to the game plan, to watching film, as Jim McMahon was. That's the worst secret, the closest held secret that an NFL football team can have. So Rich Kotite made absolutely the only choice he could make.
It's a wake-up call for Cunningham.
Absolutely.
A real blessing for him. Sikahema, the former Cardinal, born in Tonga, always a great return man. What an effort, and he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Seven-year veteran Sikahema from BYU. He just is so tough to bring down. Former Golden Glove champion, the 13-year-old.
Well, again now, Philadelphia with outstanding field position. Boy, is this a repeat performance? Sikahema contributing any way he can.
40-yard return. They picked him up on Plan B from Green Bay after his 5 years with the Cardinals. To Walker. Howie Long pressuring. And Heath Sherman gets the little checkoff pass in the flat to the 48 of the Raiders.
Where's Keith Byers? This is a nice little play-action fake. It looked like the initial receiver was going to be Barnett. He's down the field on the right. You see him open, but when McManus flushed, he's got to find the outlet receiver. Excellent job done by that running back. There's Jay Schrader on the sideline celebrating that 3 points. Todd Marinovich in front. Oh, man. Not the way I hoped it started.
It's not the first quarterback the field punished against this Eagle team. Not a very good fake. Almost a broken play. No. It goes to Calvin Williams, and he has a first down. The Raider 42. That didn't look very smooth, did it?
Sure didn't. Randall Cunningham on the sideline, and frankly, I'm not sure if that's the way. Let's see if we can pick it up from behind the offense. We should be able to tell. No, it's a play-action fake, but again, Howie Long is just eating up Anton Davis, 78, and he's blowing up the initial part of the play to the point where the quarterback can't set up, which is what Randall Cunningham told us. I got no chance to set up.
He's like one of those kitchen little gadgets, of dicers. I mean, he just mixes everything up, cuts it all up, and hard to be smooth when that guy's breathing down your neck. Now it's Herschel Walker right at Howie Long. Long, basically, for you longtime fans of the Raiders, you usually saw Howie Long out on that left end, defensive end position. In the what's happened now, he's moved inside. He's taken Golding's spot, basically.
I told you earlier, fundamentally one of the soundest defensive ends to have ever played the game. What Howie has always done, and I think Earl Liggett taught him this, the defensive line coach, he has his knees, hips, and shoulders in line. So he's one of the most powerful guys in the first step or step and a half on the line, off the line, that the NFL has ever seen. Look at that beautiful stance.
And so lightning quick off the ball. The catch by Fred Barnett, who leads the Eagles coming in with 36. Lionel Washington